Hamas has issued a statement saying it's offering flexibility and positivity in talks to reach a deal to end Israel's 9-month war on Gaza. Hamas accuses Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of placing more obstacles on the negotiations and escalating crimes against the Palestinian people. He called on mediators to intervene and put pressure on the Israeli leader. The group also calls on the international community and the UN to fulfill their humanitarian and legal responsibilities and to put pressure to stop the crime of genocide. Hamas warned of disastrous repercussions because of what is happening in Gaza. It says the occupation's threat to large neighbourhoods in Gaza and the request to evacuate them would return the negotiating process to point zero. Hamdah Salhut has more now from Amman.
Hamas has released two different statements on Monday. The first saying that Israel, under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is not willing to show any flexibility in these negotiations and that mediators should intervene. And all of this comes after Netanyahu's office released a statement on Sunday explaining 4 non-negotiable items that Israel is going into these negotiations with. Now, this list in this statement was slammed by several Israeli officials speaking anonymously, saying that this is something that is going to deter the negotiations. Meanwhile, Hamas's second statement has said that continued Israeli military action in northern Gaza is going to plummet these talks. But when we heard from the White House, the U.S. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby earlier on Monday, he did say that the statements released by both sides do not actually reflect how the talks are going, saying that there are still a lot of gaps to bridge, but that mediators are trying to do just that. And all of this comes as there's been a lot of internal discourse within Netanyahu's coalition. Lawmakers from the far right, like Itamar Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, known ultra-nationalists who say that Israel should not be entering a deal to release the remaining captives, saying that it would deter them from an absolute victory and that it would be a win for Hamas. And then you have other members of the coalition exchanging verbal jabs with the far right, saying that if there is going to be a demise and fall of the government, it's going to be because of Ben-Gvir and Smotrich. Hamdah Salhut, Jazeera, Amman.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.